Hi guys, welcome to Tom and Harry SMMA. We're back. It's myself and Harry talking about things we've seen online, talking about the way our agency is working, our business is growing, and to share it with everybody. So before we actually get into the video that we're going to talk about, which is super important, please go ahead and like and subscribe. We give away all this content for free. So as a thank you, just smash that like button. That'd be great. So in this video, we're going to be talking about the only five ways you can actually get clients, whether that's SMMA, whether that's any type of business. There's really five key methods that people need to follow. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Harry.
Tom. Right. I think this is so important, mate. I think this is important for SMMAs, but I also think it's important for SMMAs to communicate this to their potential clients. Because a lot of the time, mate, clients will say to us, "Oh, we're not going to do paid ads anymore." And then we go, "Well, what's your plan B? Like, what other option do you have to sign clients?" And they always get stumped by the answer because they think if they don't do it, things are just going to naturally appear. Unless they've got a good brand and they can go through these other four options, it's going to be really difficult for them. So, yeah, I'm excited for this. Kick it off.
Yeah, we'll kick it off. Five key ways to attract customers and clients. The first one, point number one, is you reach out to them privately. Okay, so that would be, we're not fans of emails, but people like to do it still. Emailing, cold emailing, or actually more effectively is cold calling, which is something we're a big advocate of. So number one, reach out privately, cold call businesses, speak to people. People like people buy off people is a very old term in sales, but reach out privately, tell them what you do, what problem you help solve, and how you would like to speak about that at another time. And that's really a great way of getting clients, is introducing yourself and them getting a feel for you as a person, then them understanding your drive and your brand, your personal brand. And I think it's the oldest method of attracting clients.
I think that's, especially for a service-based business, that's something that until you've got a brand, you kind of have to do. Like I can't think of many businesses where at the beginning of what they were doing, they didn't have to do some kind of element of that, even if it was to build relationships or get partners or grow different parts of their business, that everyone's has to have some kind of cold outreach strategy. It doesn't matter if you're a dental practice looking for, I don't know, investment or whatever, that there is always that element of it.
There is. I remember Grant Cardone, if you don't know who Grant Cardone is, then please YouTube him. But super successful dude. But he always says, like, if he lost everything tomorrow, he'd just get on the phone and he'd have it all back within 6 months.
Yeah.
That's probably exaggerated, but cold calling does absolutely work. But really, it's not so much the cold calling we're focusing on here. It's reaching out to people privately on a one-to-one level, and it's a personal level. So anyway,
we say that all the time. Like the amount of time you and I have said, right, if we lost the agency tomorrow, like we always do crazy hypothetical situations. What do we do if this happens? What do we do if this happens? And we say, like, if we lost all of our clients, you always say, I'll just pick up the phone and start cold calling again and just smash it out like 12 hours a day and I just rinse it. And you
get 5 pounds super quick. They pay you $2,000 a month each.
Yeah, it's just when you know it, you know it.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's one. Right. Point number two.
Number two was content creation, wasn't it?
Yeah. So make content that attracts others.
So make content that attracts others. That's literally why you're watching this video now. The whole reason why Tom and I produce these videos is to attract other like-minded SMMA owners into our community to help them grow. Not necessarily to sell a course, not necessarily to sell the agency services, but just to build a community of like-minded people. So, and that's the exact reason why every business is told to grow social media content. It's why it's why everyone's told to grow a personal brand for that exact reason. When you grow a personal brand, that's going to attract your customers rather than you kind of trying to force your brand down their throat. And content's the best way to do it. Content is unfortunately a long game though. And every business has a different cycle of when a customer interacts with your brand and then becomes a customer. And I was on a sales call yesterday and I literally had this exact conversation. He was bringing out a new course and he was asking me how we should price it. And I said, well, you're going to get all of your customers through your content, because that's how all courses 90% of them sell. obviously paid ads gives you a boost, but the way a course sells is someone will follow them on Instagram, someone will follow them on YouTube, and then depending on that price point, it might be 8 weeks, it might be 2 weeks, and then they become a customer of that course. And that's down to the quality of the content, that's down to the frequency of the content, but that's how you get a personal brand, a business to connect with your product to get them to buy.
Yeah, absolutely. And we say now, like, content is king now. And it used to be that obviously you didn't have a lot of content, but ads would get you through it. Now we would only rather work with clients who have an element of social status, social proof, and good content, because running ads from those type of pages and with those type of brands make your job so much easier. We've seen both versions of that coin.
Mate,
we work with two businesses virtually exactly the same, and one had amazing content and not so much a decent following, but really good content. The other one had 0, like 10 followers, never posts, wasn't interested in posting, and we got some element of results for this individual, but this one, same strategy, but just blew up. Yep. It's so obvious.
Light and day. And like you said, 2-3 years ago, you could just get a shoddy Facebook ad up with a Canva post and get loads of sales and loads of leads. Whereas now, because that is a part of SMMA that's incredibly saturated, as well as the algorithm on Facebook and Instagram changing to what they prefer. So if you're not doing that, you're not facilitating your client to produce good, engaging content, or you're not helping them produce UGC content for your ads, it's going to be incredibly difficult, because that is what converts. That's what everyone's responding to. People aren't responding to shit content anymore.
No, they're not.
So yeah, that's number 2. Number 3.
Number 3 is paid ads. So, although what we're saying is paid ads, there is still a place for paid ads, like massively, and that we run that day in, day out as part of our strategies for our clients. And whether that is us as digital marketing owners, or a dentist, or whatever, running paid traffic to a really user-friendly source, like a landing page or a really high optimized website, is a great way of attracting clients. It just depends on, you can't just run one ad set and one ad. You need to be very experimental with it, and you need to test lots of different variations, and what you think works may not, and what you don't think will work may work. And you've got to do it in a way that is different to all the other people who are advertising online. I actually posted a video the beginning of this year on my Instagram that said that the quality of ads had improved. And at the time, I fully believed that. Right? I really believed it. I think I was exposed to a load of ads in a very short period of time, and I've gone, holy shit, like, people have really upped their ad game.
Yeah.
I've now changed that mindset again.
I think it goes through. I think
some of the ads I see are fucking horrendous.
You know what I think it is, mate? I think the extremes have got more extreme. So good ads have got even better, but bad ads have got even worse.
I just want to go on Instagram and see if, like, I don't know, I get hit with a load of different shit, but I just want to see, like, what's going to pop up on my feed. Advertise for Go High Level, which we talked about. Here we go. Come on. MailChimp, all the softwares I already use, which is mad that they advertise to us. But going to our point, paid ads is still, if it's done right and you're doing the right testing strategy and you've learned from the right people, or you've really spent the effort to make it look different, then great way of attracting clients. Really great way. I just want to I just would like, just for the purpose of this exercise, Monday.com, see all these softwares that we use, Canva, I'm just getting hit with the same people. WeTransfer, mate, can you actually believe this is every software that we use? This is one for a driveway company. Now, it's fine. My issue with that, if we're critiquing it, is it's just stuck on a feed size. They could have utilized the top amount of space here and the bottom amount of space. There's a lot of text too, so much text, so busy. It's not bad, but again, me and you would make that look.
Yeah, it's also like, that's not the new way of doing ads, is it? That's very much the old way of doing ads.
Very much the old way.
Yeah. I think we'll do a video on that, mate. We keep saying it. We need to do a video where we critique loads of ads.
Yeah, and not great.
Well, firstly, the 10 to 20 full arch first appointments in 30 days. So they're promising in the first 30 days, they're going to get 10 to 20 people who need full arch implants in the first 30 days. Physically impossible to do.
How many people in the world have the money to do that?
That is literally physically impossible to do. From people who have managed over 50 different dental practices in digital marketing for implants, that is physically impossible to do. Even if you had a ridiculous budget, mate, it doesn't matter because you're only going to be doing it in a small radius. And I can't believe they've actually said that, because anyone who's run implants before, getting full arch implant leads is very difficult to do, especially if they're in the UK, because that's like 10 to 20 grand. Most people who, when you get an implant, or the implant patients you bring in, are for a singular implant, so 2 grand to 3 grand, depending on location. So for them to promise 10 to 20 full arch appointments,
it's so poor. It's showing
that's not even leads, mate. That's the people that have shown up appointments and booked in 30 days.
But what that shows is there's no clear strategy, realistic strategy behind that ad. And it looks shit too. It's like overpromised, completely out of spectrum.
Showing you.
Showing it to me. It's just... Well, they've obviously not done even targeting. But this is one for, now I do want laser eye surgery. This is a fact. I wear glasses, I wear lenses, and actually laser eye surgery is something I have considered. So recently, about 2 weeks ago, I actually clicked on one ad and immediately I was then seeing it. But, you know, this is from a Optical Express UK, which is a big brand. And all it is an eyeball. That's fine, but there's no text, right? All I do with that is skip past it. So the click-through rate, that's poor for me, because I'd like to know what that...
They're doing that as the scroll stopper, aren't they? And hoping that it'd be interesting to see how that performed.
Here's the final one before we go on. And those who are listening on Spotify, you can't see, and we're trying to explain it. But this one here says cosmetic surgery clinics with an emoji will guarantee you, and this has got more underlined. So cosmetic surgery clinics will guarantee you 30 new consultations with qualified patients in the next 30 days, completely done for you, or you don't pay. Now, this is what it looks like. It is just like a post. Now, that is poor. It's just, those who can't see it, it's like something you've sent a WhatsApp text to your mate with a red heading.
I don't get how this is the problem. After we've done so many videos on this, and my biggest issue with that, yeah, it looks shit, but they're just a guarantee. It's ridiculous. So we start working with you on day one. They're going to get a consultation every single day in those 30 days, or they'll give their money back. I'll give you a guarantee that they never give that money back. Not a fucking chance they give that money back. Because if they did, they wouldn't make any money, because that's impossible to do.
Absolutely outrageous.
30 SAT consultations in 30 days. It take them of the first week to get them onboarded, set up, funnels made, automations made, training the sales team to be calling them in the correct way. Then it's ridiculous. That's the biggest problem. We've done too many videos on them to talk about it anymore, but I can't believe it's real that people are doing this shit.
It's no clear way of actually. Yeah. Anyway, we can go on about that all day.
Yeah.
So that's paid ads.
Yeah. Number 4. So number 4 is referrals and partners. Now, this is a referral scheme and a partner scheme has helped grow our agency dramatically, hasn't it, mate? Like
four is affiliates and partners, and 5 is referrals. Yeah.
Okay. So
you pick up affiliates and partners.
Okay. So affiliates and partners. Again, that's helped us massively. Like, we've partnered with some of our existing clients to facilitate the growth of our agency.
Yeah. And
more importantly, like courses, membership programs, softwares like Go High Level have an incredible affiliate system to grow their brand, and we've got a system for our agency as well, along with a referral scheme. And it's essentially, if you don't know anything about affiliate marketing, you'll onboard kind of an affiliate who will then sell your products and services for you, and you'll give them a cut of every sale. It's a simple one, and you can adapt it, and you've just got to be clever of how to adapt it for different businesses. Some businesses are going to be harder to do than others. Service-based businesses and reoccurring payment businesses like softwares or memberships are easier to do. But yeah, that's an easy way to grow. I can't really say much more on that.
And partnerships, yeah, you can partner with charities and other people in your industry, other agencies, and split things. Like there's so many ways. That's how me and Harry like
us
do a partnership. Yeah, so that's a good one of attracting clients or customers. And the last one was the referrals. Referrals people actually knock referral schemes quite a lot as a way of generating clients. And I don't ever know why. I get it's not as scalable as what people are saying. So if you've got a business, whether you're a dentist, dentists are all on referrals. As an example, like unless you use a good agency like ours, or someone who knows what you're doing to bring in new patients, more often than not, excuse the pun, it is done on word of mouth. Like we're about to partner with a major New York dentist, and she's got this far just on referrals alone, and it's one person telling another person, super effective. Within our industry, within digital marketing and having a digital marketing agency or business, whatever you want to call it, like dangling the carrot for other people to refer you is what we're trying to get people to do more of. So actually saying to them, could you refer me? And if you do, you will get this. And it's a really, really great way of getting passive clients come through, or even inquiries, like warm inquiries come to. And when you get someone who's been referred to you as a potential opportunity, there's no negotiation on price unless you're stupidly out. But you don't have to negotiate on price. You don't have to work as hard to get it because you come pre-approved. And it's kind of like when people want to set you up on a date with your friend's friend. You immediately, to that person, man or female, you immediately come pre-approved by the person who is trying to set you up, because what they're saying is, oh, they're a really great guy, they're a really nice girl, you'll like them, and they go on a date or whatever. Sometimes it doesn't work, sometimes it does, but you come pre-approved, so the barriers have dropped, and there's less suspicion about whether you're legitimate and things like that, which means negotiating is easier. Winning the business, you don't even really need to close it more often than not. But referrals are a great way. It gets knocked a bit, and that's just because you can't scale it to fucking 50K in a week. Yeah. Everyone's so desperate to earn huge amounts of money in such short space of time without playing the long game. Yeah. Anyway, so let me just recap for those listening. Right, number one, best 5 ways to get clients. The only 5 ways, if we're being honest. One is reach out to them privately, cold calling, Instagram. No, scrap that. Cold calling and emailing, really probably the best ones. We don't like cold email, so it's going to be cold calling. 2 is making content that attracts people. So having really great content that people go, wow, I like that brand. What are they about? 3 is running paid ads, which we've talked about. 4 is affiliates and partners, and 5 is a referral scheme or referral.
And I think it's important. Yeah, I think it's important to say that you need to have a combination of all of them. Like just having a paid ad strategy isn't going to be enough. You need to have a paid ad strategy, and when they go to check out your Instagram page, they see amazing content. When they go to see your amazing content and they follow, you need to have a good outreach strategy who's DMing all of your new followers. You need to then have a referral scheme to capture those new followers and grow. Like all of them are intertwined. It's not okay to just have one, although if you can get away with doing one, but if you want the maximum amount of results, you need to be having a combination of all of them. You can't just say, I'm running paid ads, so I don't need to produce content. I'm running paid ads, so I don't need to, cultivate a community on social media. It doesn't work like that. Paid ads specifically is to boost and just put rocket fuel behind your brand, and then you need to pick up the scraps and the leads that paid ads make. Essentially, like if you can use paid ads as an engagement campaign to grow your existing content, to just give it more of a boost, and then you can go in and DM all the people that engage with it. Like they all work intertwined, and when they work intertwined, they work best. So that's
what's funny, mate. Out of all these 5, as for our business, the only one we don't do is run paid ads. And yet we lead with that with our clients. And the reason for that is we don't feel running paid ads for a marketing agency is effective at all. In fact,
there's lots of people that do, mate. But I think for us, this is where we differ, because I know for a fact there's lots of agencies that do make a lot of money through ads. However, the way our brand is positioned, it doesn't sit well with us to do that, because when we get on a sales call, and we tell all of our academy members to do this exact same thing. When we get on a call, we have a strategy to make it abundantly clear to that person that we are the opposite of every single fucker in the marketing agency space. All of these pop-up agencies, all of these guarantee wankers on Instagram guaranteeing all this shit, we make it abundantly clear that we're not that. So by running paid ads and appearing in that kind of realm, does the opposite of what we're trying to do. So, and we don't like being clubbed into that shit. That's the simple way to put it, really, isn't
And
it? Same with the call.
It's like when people say to us on calls, this is genuine for those that are listening, you know, like, what guarantees can you give us about, you know, leads coming in? And we go, 0 guarantees. And you can go and talk to someone who will give you guarantees.
Go on Instagram, scroll, and you'll find 10 kids.
Go and find someone who will give you guarantees and go work with them. That's absolutely fine. We don't give it to you. Don't give you guarantees. We just don't get you results, but we won't guarantee you shit. So, but if they really want to hear it, go out and find it, and they can hear it and go work with them.
And every single one immediately goes, no, I like you guys. Let's get working together. And
we had someone recently that didn't sign with us and went to another agency, didn't they?
Yep, because that's a video in itself, mate. We didn't lose, because he's going to come back in 2 months' time when they don't get the guarantees he said. He basically had us not guaranteeing it. They had another agency guaranteeing ridiculous things, and he stupidly has gone with this other agency, and he said, I'll come back to you in 3 months if they don't deliver. And we said, do it.
Based on the reasons.
Let's book in the call now.
Based on the fact that their strategy was to run lookalike audiences on Meta.
Just ridiculous.
Great strategy.
We'll do a whole video on that, but I wanted to say to him, right, let's book in the call for 3 months now, because you are not going to get that. And we told him that, but he said, I want to give them the benefit of the doubt, but it's his funeral. Craziness. But yeah, that was a good video, mate. Enjoyed that.
Yeah,
well, hope you enjoyed that video, guys. If you like this style of content, please, like Tom said, subscribe. Continually listen to us on Apple Music and the podcast, because we post all of these videos as audio, so you can listen on the go. And yeah, follow us on Instagram, Tom_SMMA, Harry_SMMA, if you have any questions on anything digital marketing, social media. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. for tomorrow's video.